Good morning students. Welcome to a session on directing. Until yesterday's class what we have seen is directing is a process of guiding, counseling, motivating, persuading a person to perform the best of his abilities. That is what directing initiates action. That is what we have understood. That it is the first process in the management function where the work actually starts. Before directing we have seen organizing, staffing and planning. Now we'll try to understand the elements of directing. Now we'll try to understand the elements of directing, that is supervision, motivation, leadership, communication. There are 4 elements of directing, student. But for your syllabus, supervision is eliminated. However, I give you with this. Supervision is going on rounds and observing the performance of employees when the actual production takes place. So supervision is something that enables a manager to go physically and check whether the employee is performing at the same way, the way he was informed to. After giving instructions, it is critically necessary to stay there to understand whether whatever instruction you have given, the employee has understood in the same manner, in the same sense, and is actually working in the same order. So now supervision is eliminated from your syllabus. There are many reasons for this, because now no more physical checks are done. CCTV cameras are installed, technically advanced. We are very advanced. So this portion is eliminated for your syllabus. So we quickly move on to the next level, that is motivation. What is this motivation? Motivation, is a psychological feeling. It is a state of mind. It is an inner urge. It is a sort of feeling in you that you perform or behave in a particular way. Motivation is that factor inside you that directs your behavior in a particular direction, that enables you to move in a particular direction. Some people are self-motivated, some people are spontaneous, some people are induced. Now it depends upon your attitude towards your work and your personality factor. Now we'll try to understand. There are 4 elements of communication. As I told you, motivation, supervision, communication and leadership. Your supervision is eliminated, so we'll quickly move to the next one. Now we will try to understand what is the factor related to motivation. Now motivation, I have to accept the fact that all the employees do not behave in the same way. To get the best from the employees, you have to ask a few questions to yourself. If you want your employee to give his best performance, if you want your workers, your junior level subordinates to give their best of performance, there are certain questions. What makes people to behave in a way that they behave? What is that thing that is making them behave in a particular way that they do? Why are people reluctant to do the work even though they are talented and they are able? Many talented people are there, but they will not work properly. Right? So why are some people reluctant to do the work even though they have the ability to do? Right? What should be done to make people work effectively? Forget about efficiency, we are talking only about effectiveness here. What should we do? What as a manager can you do to bring the best of the employee out? What will you do? So for the answer to these questions is, the manager should actually develop an insight into the causes of behavior of people. The manager should develop a feeling, put himself inside the shoes of the employees and think why the person is behaving in a particular way. Right? So when he is developing an insight into a person's behavior, he is actually trying to understand those problems that are faced by his subordinates, or what kind of issues they are facing, what are their plus and what are their minus as to what is done. So thereby he motivates. That's the best solution. Being rude to the employee, being firm to the employee doesn't work, students. You cannot enforce authority all the time in a formal structure. If you force authority, you will be declared as Hitler. It doesn't work in the real life situation. Most of the graduates and postgraduates do not accept. If I am rude at you as class students, will you accept? If I keep shouting at you, if I am blaming you, I am teasing you, I am annoying you, will you accept? You start hating the subject. Right? The same way the employee. If the manager is always constantly showing authority, firmness, rigidness, sternness, is very assertive, then the employees may not feel like a family kind of atmosphere and they may quickly quit. Right? Now when we talk about motivation, what is motivation? It means an incitement or inducement to act or move. A person is acting in a particular way because he has a motive inside him. In business context, we can understand that motivation, when we talk only about business or office kind of setup or a factory kind of setup, it is making subordinates to act in a desired manner. Subordinate should not act on his own. Subordinate should act in a way that you are thinking he should act. You should behave in a way that I am thinking you should behave. and I will make that happen through my words, through my speech, through my influence, right? That's called motivation, right? What is the motive? There is a behavior. The outcome of every motive is a behavior, and ultimately you will attain the goal. Now there are three important terms, students: motive, motivation and motivators. What is motive? Motive is an inner feeling. Say for example, because you have you feel very hungry, the desire is you will want you will have a need for food. If you feel very lonely, upset, you will have a need for belongingness, for affiliation with people. Same way, every problem inside you, every motive inside you, every need inside you is referred to as motive. A motive is an inner state of energy that activates or moves or directs a behavior. If I am hungry, I will my behavior will be directed in going in search of food. If I am feeling very lonely and I need love, affection, care, friendship, emotionally I am feeling very weak, then I will search. Then I will search and move towards a direction where I can get that affiliation sense. Whenever I feel very low, or whenever I am feeling very, even in an office kind of atmosphere, if I feel very low, very sad, I immediately either call Swati ma'am or Vanaja ma'am, or probably I will call Rakhi ma'am and have a telephonic conversation with her, blow out whatever has happened. Then it relaxes. So whenever, it depends upon what need or what urge is there inside you. So motives arise out of the needs of individual. Realization of a motive causes restlessness. मैं restless हो जाती हूँ. When I am very hungry, I definitely become very restless. So I will, until the food, until I consume a little quotient of food, that restlessness will not go. So motive is the inner state. The need for food causes hunger. All these are examples. The need for water causes is because of the thirst. The next one is motivation. Motive is the inner state. Motivation is a process. Motivation is a process. It is stimulating people to action to accomplish the desire. That is a stimulation. That is a process. That is a thing that is kickstart. Like in your bike, you have the kickstart or the button start. That button start, that process is called motivation. Motivation depends upon satisfying the needs of the people. Now, what are motivators? Inside an organization, only for business I am talking, only for a factory or business kind of setup, motivators are nothing but they are like your salary, like your appreciation, your promotion, your fringe benefit, perks, field trips, giving you recognition, complimenting you, giving you awards like best employee of the year. All those things are what? They are all motivators, right? Motivator is a technique that is used. That's a technique. This is an insight, or it is an inner state of mind. Motivation is a process. Motivators are techniques. These are the techniques that are adopted by managers. They adopt many kinds of techniques like pay, bonus, promotion, recognition, praise, responsibility. All those things, these factors influence people to a large extent. If you are given a package of 20,000 and asked to do a work of 50,000, you may regret, you may not feel like you are doing. But when you are paid sufficiently, that acts as a motivator that, I am taking a salary. For this salary, I have to work really very hard. Right? That's a motivator. Right? A rational person easily gets motivated. But when we talk about the features of motivation, motivation is, first thing is, you cannot touch, feel. You cannot touch, it is not tangible. So motivation is an inner feeling. It is an urge, it is a drive, it is a desire, it's an aspiration, it is a feeling that, I have a strive for me. It's a tension that resides in the mind. Right? When we talk about the second thing, motivation produces a goal directed. If I am not at all motivated, I am a dead soul. Right? Motivation actually produces a goal, and because to achieve that goal, because I need 1 lakh salary per month, I am working so hard. Because I want to get promoted, I am working so hard. Some goal is there. To achieve that goal, you are working. Like you people are listening to the classes and writing the notes. Whenever there is a test cup, there are few students who are absolutely sincere and committed. Why are they sincere? Because their goal is clear. They have a clarity in their thought. They have a set a goal that they have to achieve that goal. Right? Then motivation can be positive or negative. Yeah, this is one thing. Yeah, some people have positive motivation, some people have negative motivation. Say for example, positive motivators contribute effectively towards the growth of the organization. They work very effectively and efficiently. But when we talk about negative motivation, these people are those people who try to destroy your company. Negative motivation, I want to ruin that person's career because he is my competitor. You are not working for your goal, you are working for destroying your teammates role. Or probably there are people who are working for you and then actually selling out your secrets to the other competitor, right? So that can also be a negative motivation. Motivation is a complex process, as individuals are heterogeneous. Individuals are not the same. All the people are not the same. You know, yesterday's example also I told you, some people get motivated by cash, some people get motivated by promotion, some people, both of them are not required. If you go and tell in front of everyone that excellent worker, you have done a superb job in the meeting, if you declare his name to be the best, that's more than enough. A tap, a friendship, an affection, that is also enough. So different people have different inducements. For me, if you just appreciate me, I'm done, right? For some people, if you pay them in cash only, I don't want your appreciation, tell me how much money you are going to give me. Some people are like that. So some people are emotional, some people are very practical. So it depends upon, it all depends upon the expectation, the perception and the reactions, right? So people are not heterogeneous at all. That's the most complicated thing about people. Now when we talk about the motivation process, I will take the example of whom you know in the class. We will assume that in today's class we will take Ronak. We will take Ronak as an example. Now Ronak has an unsatisfied need. The unsatisfied need is suddenly he feels like no, he can definitely, after going through the online classes, he's spending a lot of time with the books. He feels that definitely he has to score above 95% in the board exams. So that's an unsatisfied need. उसको वो need है. He has that feeling in his mind, the urge in his mind, the motive in his mind, inner feeling. So he has that in his mind that he has to score 95% and above, hook or crook. He knows that he is very good in accounts, he is very good in economics, and BST is lagging behind. So he focuses most of his time in overcoming the lag that he has. So it creates a tension. उसको tension अभी से चालू हो जाता है क्योंकि after 4 months board exam is coming. He feels that tension. Oh my God, I'm stressed. There is so much to learn. 20 chapters in BST, 40 chapters in economics, and then ऊपर से accounts भी आ रहा है, ratio analysis. So much is there to study. He feels a tension in his mind, and that tension will enable. After the tension goes to the peak, it leads to a drive. He kinds of searches. It leads to a drive. That drive, will direct his behavior towards acting. He starts working a lot with the books. He starts solving the cases. He starts asking the teachers a lot of questions. You can see the change in behavior in the student in the month of November itself. November tak aaye tak, those who are average, above average, they start asking the teacher, ma'am, explain this one more time, ma'am. Some people from the beginning, they are very studious. Some people at the end, by November, like Ronak, he decided that he will score 95. First he was compromising with 70%. But suddenly now he is feeling that he should score 95% and above. So reduction in tension will happen only when he finds out that slip test में उसमें सब में अच्छा score करने लगा है. His confidence goes up. And then the need is satisfied. Finally the board exam comes, he writes the board exam, and when he writes the paper, he comes out and feels like, yes, I've done the best. I will be scoring a very good marks. Then that satisfaction of need happens. Finally, when the need is satisfied, one more need will come. Another need will arise. Now the next need is getting into a very good college. After he gets into a very good college, he feels like in every semester he should work very hard. So because he has that goal, that motive inside his mind, his behavior is directed. There are some students who feel like it's absolutely fine, we'll pass in the exam, no need to worry about the percentage, forget about the percentage. Those children, they will not be very sincere with the books. Those children will not have commitment towards. They are very particular about their satisfaction. Time pass करने का है. Right, those kind of children, they don't give their 100%, even though they are capable of, they lack motivation, they lack the zeal. Some people like Ronak, they are self-motivated. Once they decided, they will go and achieve that aim. Right? So after the college, again the campus interview, that should be the motive. So after one need is satisfied, another need definitely arises. We are all gregarious human creatures who have different unsatisfied needs. We are not the manufacturing faulty pieces of God, where one need is satisfied, the another need crops up. Right? So with this, your motivation process comes to an end. This is the fundamental or basics of your motivation. Again, I will do a quick recap so that we will understand what we have done. Elements of directing are 4 elements: supervision, motivation, leadership and communication. When we talk about supervision, it is eliminated for the syllabus. So we kick-started with motivation. I told you motivation is a psychological inner feeling that enables a person to act in a particular way. And then I told you that the terms related with motivation is motive, motivation and motivators. Motive is the inner urge or insight or the drive, and then motivation is a process. Motivators are techniques like pay, like salary, like promotion, all those things. And I told you about the features of motivation, that it is a psychological feeling, it is intangible, it is an urge, it enables a person to behave in a particular way. There can be positive and negative motivators, and there can also, people are very heterogeneous, they are not the very same people. And then we understood that there is an unsatisfied need. With the example of Ronak, I told you that an unsatisfied need creates a drive, that drive leads to tension, that tension leads to a search behavior, that search behavior finally enables you to understand how to achieve it, and once you achieve it, that tension relaxes, another need starts, one more need starts. This is how the process of motivation works. Motivation enables a person to act in a particular way. It is goal oriented. You have a goal, to achieve that goal, whatever you do is your motivation. The goal itself is your motivation. Clear? Thank you and have a fantastic day.